Guys, I am so late. I'm just gonna tell you guys what happened. I got home. I had such a terrible sinus headache, and I said, "Let me rest." Then I got up so late, so my apologies. Um, I did have a guest that was supposed to come on tonight, and when I had called him, he said that today wasn't, last night, because we're on a new day. Last night was not a good time for him, and we postponed it till Friday. That is one of the reasons why I did not come on. Then I went back to sleep. So I'm up because I've been sleeping since I got home from work, from the court. So I'm going to show you guys some footage from today. So I didn't want to just lie, you know what I'm saying? Because I said I was going to come on, but I didn't come on because um, my guest said that tonight was not a good time for him. So we just postponed it. And I know a lot of people were waiting to hear what he has to say. But I told you guys, you got to brace yourself because he gave me an earful today. So I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus. I just got to stay prayed up because, this case is really strange. I thought R. Kelly case was strange, but this one, oh my God. The conspiracies and it's really terrible, y'all. It's terrible. It's terrible. I was gonna read something to you guys, in regarding before he comes on, something he wrote, and I'm gonna read it to you probably tomorrow before he comes on, so I can give you guys a little 411 on his theory, his thought, and everything. So since we're going to show footage from this today, let me go ahead and get started, okay, before it gets too late. All my late birds, you guys don't sleep, do y'all? You guys are monsters, zombie. I'm going to make it light so it won't be too bad, okay? I'm going to make it light so y'all can see the faces of the people. All right, young people. Here we go. We're going to show you the footage. Here we go. All right, let's go.
Okay, does everybody have their juror information? Anybody that doesn't have it? Okay, all right. No, for everybody has their information. All right. Let me go ahead and take care of a little bit of a ministerial in regards to Group 6. Okay. So if you all, everybody okay? Ms. Bernard, you all right? Ms. Jimenez? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. For your records and information, the following persons from Group 6 were excused by me prior to us swearing in our panel, okay? So I'm going to provide for those at this point in time. Ms. Von Kels, correct me if I'm wrong. Juror number 1293 was excused at 10:30. He was asked to leave because he did not want to put on his mask and he did not want to provide any type of doctor's letter. Juror 1295 is here today, and we're going to take him up in just a little bit. Juror 1382 was excused at 10:12 p.m. She had a daycare emergency. Apparently, her grandfather, who was supposed to take care of her child, bagged on her, and she needed to go pick up her children before the end of our particular day. So she was excused. 1382. 1472 was excused at 4:20. Her father went into emergency surgery, and we have documentation on that. I'll include that as the next court exhibit in order. Juror 1563 was excused at 12:15. Her daughter-in-law went into labor, and we were able to look at the hospital ban her from her admission at Grady. So we excused her, and that was 1563. We have some documentation on that. That was at 12:15. And we had also 1577. Ms. Monkhouse, are they here today, or?
They are not here on the issue out immediately after.
Yeah, council's 1577 had a flight that was leaving that day, apparently at 6:40 p.m. I have the Delta itinerary, and he is not flying out to my airport code lingo is London Heathrow, United Kingdom. They will be in the UK until 15 July of 2023. So they were excused that morning before being sworn in. Councils, with your permission, or I'm going to go ahead and schedule reschedule the aforementioned at least 1293, no mask, 1382, daycare, 1472, father went into emergency surgery, 1563, daughter-in-law went into labor, 1577, travel to another, I'm going to defer them to the fall. Any issue with that? Anything on behalf of any individual defendant? Okay, all right. And 1295, we're going to examine today. He has an issue of homelessness. So, yes.
And under CHMP versus state, Mr. Williams will be objecting as a critical stage of proceedings. He was unaware of 310 Georgia 832.
Tell me a little bit about that case.
So, and Your Honor, it goes back to NAPPN, IE versus state, and really goes back to Wade, WADE versus state of Georgia. It's an 1852 case, and Georgia is different than the federal case law. In Georgia, we, even if you can't show prejudice, we believe that an accused has a right to see everything in a case, and it's a substantial right. So when those people were put upon the veneer panel, if they're being removed, Mr. Williams has a right to know at that time what's going on. Now, what you're doing is proper because you're saying you didn't know about it. I'm making it known. Is there any objection? And Mr. Williams does object, and there's nothing he can do about it. That's another case out of this courthouse. It's that case is also Wade, WADE, which is a 2015-16 case. I'll give you the site if you need it. But it's after the fact. So Mr. Williams does object to the critical stage of a proceeding not being present for same. And there's nothing he can do about it now.
And I'll take that, certainly. Note that for the record, Mr. Steele.
I appreciate it.
Okay, all right,
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Stillwell, we join in.
okay.
This is the Blue Party, rule where we all are joined in on it.
Yeah.
Having to make that announcement.
I'm probably pretty certain that that's, yeah, I'll just include everybody on that. All right. The following individual, and I'll note for the record that these particular individuals came up to our jury clerk, and this was prior to the panel being sworn in, while we were still conducting examinations, not examinations, but playing the court's general comments and the video that was of the indictment. So just to complete the record in that respect. All right, these particular individuals, 13, 14, were not excused, and Ms. Van Kels, did they not appear, or they just at all?
They did appear, Your Honor, but despite valiant attempts, they were retained for the entirety of the video.
Okay.
I didn't catch that, Your Honor.
Who did that? Would you like me to say that again? Okay, absolutely, Mr. Matthews. What I said was, these jurors approached my staff on numerous, and myself on numerous,
Thank you, Mr. Randolph. On numerous occasions, asking to be excused, released, and they were denied. They stayed for the entirety of the evening, including swearing. But they did make valiant attempts to leave.
Okay. Ms. Von Kels, I'll just, for the purposes of the record, I'll just, other than the other folks that weren't excused, we will just account for them when they are in fact examined for hardship or other purposes, okay?
understood.
All right. I will go ahead and account for, ladies and gentlemen, 1373. That was a juror that this court is going to have a contempt proceeding for.
That's the one that I was telling you about.
That is scheduled for 2:00 on Friday, May the 12th. 1373. All right. Okay, the other housekeeping, Mr. Steele and your colleague, Mr. Adams, have sent us correspondence. I'll just include memorializing some dates that you have that you're going to be out. And I assume that Mr. Williams, your client, is in concurrence. I want to say it's Friday, May the 12th and Thursday, May the 11th. And then Mr. Adams is not going to be here today, and then for a few hours on Thursday, May the 4th. Mr. Williams, you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to include those as next court exhibits in order.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, everybody that's coming in. I took a nap when I got home. That's why I'm up.
Okay, Ms. Fagan and Ms. Callan, councils, you all could come on up, please, to the podium. You can come, Corey. Go ahead. Ladies, it's been brought to my attention that you have made certain decisions, or maybe your medical providers have made certain decisions in regard. So to your continued ability to represent your clients. So I'll start out with you, Ms. Fagan. What is your pleasure at this point in time in terms of me being able to continue going forward with representing your client?
Your Honor, at this time, my client's going to consent to the state's motion to sever.
Okay. Mr. Mender, are you okay with that? All right. So I'm going to sever, and Ms. Fagan, I will go ahead and honor that request. And I will go ahead and sever your client's case to the next particular grouping of cases is tried. It will probably be sometime, hopefully in the spring of 2024. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you can let us know after you give birth and what your plans are, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. My only other request is that if potentially he could be expedited for transport because he is under the weather but didn't want to affect court's proceedings today.
We can certainly advise our sheriff accordingly, okay?
Thank you.
So Mr. Mender, we'll go ahead and get you squared away, and we'll see you sometime in the spring, if not sooner, okay? All right. Ms. Callan, what is your pleasure at this point in time, madam?
Good morning again, Judge. I am echoing the same sentiment as Attorney Fagan. My client is consenting to the state's motion for severance.
And, Mr. Adams? Where are you, sir? Thank you. Mr. Adams, do you consent to your attorney's request for severance? Okay, so basically we're going to sever you at this point in time, and we'll try your case sometime in the spring of 2024, okay? If not sooner, or if it's not resolved sooner than that, okay? All right.
Your Honor, for the record, I am attorney on behalf of Mr. Mender. All of the jury questionnaires and other paperwork.
And information, okay, all right, okay. All right, Ms. Callan, I will go ahead and honor the severance at this point in time.
Thanks, Judge.
And after you have your blessed event, let us know when you're ready, and you are planning on coming back, right?
Of course.
Ms. Fagan, you planning on coming back, madam?
You can't get rid of me.
All right, okay. Well, ladies, just keep us informed of your plans, and we'll wish you all the best and uneventful births, okay?
Thanks, Judge.
All right, okay.
Judge,
All right.
also for the record, I'm going to be returning my jury questionnaires and any other important documentation.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Love, anything, madam?
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you, Ms. Callan and Ms. Fagan. And I would ask, Your Honor, that the court as well require that other severed defendants' attorneys who have received juror questionnaires be required to return them as well. I appreciate Ms. Fagan and Ms. Callan.
If you just remind me, I'll go ahead and we can send them some correspondence accordingly. So, yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Randolph?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, can you call for us 1214, please? I'm sorry, 1295, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, is that you?
Yes, we just wondering before Ms. Fagan leaves, we get a Fagan report for today.
No, can't tell you. Somewhere around 38. Feel better now, Mr. Johnson?
Not really.
Bet you regret asking that question, right?
Always better to be a
Thank you. Juror 1295, come on up and have a seat in the witness stand. Once you get there, pull your chair up as close as you can to the microphone. Speak directly into it, please. All right. Juror 1295, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right. You have indicated that you have a hardship, and I believe that hardship is predicated on the fact that you are basically homeless. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. How did you get your notice to come for jury selection on Friday, this past Friday?
One of my lady friends, she the mail came to her house and she brought it to me.
Okay. So is that someplace that does she get your mail for you, and then does she text you or call you when?
I don't know how they did it. She just came and brought me the mail. I ain't never used her address. I don't even know her address.
You don't know how you don't know how they sent you the
No.
exhibit? I mean the notice or subpoena?
But it came to her address, so she brought it to me.
Okay. So you have no physical structure you go to every night, or what's your situation?
No, I'm just outside.
Okay. How long you been in that particular status of being kind of outside or homeless?
Since 2001.
And that's your preference, sir? Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Smith, anything, sir? Or Mr. Brown, anything, sir? Mr. Smith, I apologize. Mr. Smith, anything, sir?
Oh, yeah.
All right, counsel, any individual defendant have any questions?
No,
May I excuse juror 1295 for hardship? All right, sir, I'm going to excuse you for hardship. Wish you the best, okay?
What that mean?
Means you don't have to come back. Okay?
He said, what
All
that
right,
mean?
Thank you, sir.
He said, what that mean? He said, what that mean, y'all?
1234, Mr. Randolph.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. He said, what that mean? What that mean?
Juror 1234, come on up the witness stand. Once you get there, pull your chair up as close as you can to the microphone. Speak directly in it so we can all hear you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right.
This is the boring one. Hold on, we gotta move it up a little bit.
Juror 1234, you identified for hardship, and that was on the base.
I'm bypassing the boring one. I'm trying to get to the one that that really blew my mind.
All the way up, ma'am. Come on. All the way up here.
Okay, I think this is the one, y'all. This is the one, y'all. Listen. You hear her crying, right? Listen what she said, guys.
Okay, Juror 1214, good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Yeah, pull your chair up as close as you can to the microphone, speak directly into it so we can all hear you, okay?
Okay. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Madam, you identified, or we identified you as a person for hardship, and that was predicated on medical. Okay, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, do you have an affidavit or anything, or,
I do not. Right.
okay, can you tell us, ordinarily it'd be none of my business or none of our business, but what's the medical issue you have that you want to explain to us?
I've always had high anxiety. I grew up with very abusive physical and verbal abusive parents, and I've had struggles throughout my life. Not to go into all the details, but what triggered my panic attacks is when I had jury duty the last time I was here. The last day of jury duty, I didn't know it was going to be my last day. It was like, I think 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And the last day, when I got off of MARTA and on that stretch, it was early in the morning, and it was a little dark and getting daylight. And when I left the MARTA station, I was the only one there between the MARTA station going past underground Atlanta up to the street to the courthouse. And 3 black guys, as I was walking, came up behind me. And they told me that they wanted some white pussy. And all 3 of them were telling me how they were gonna fuck me. They were gonna fuck me all these different ways. And I was trying to walk as fast as I could. And I was crying, and they were laughing. And then as I got to the street, to the courthouse, I started running. And they told me they were going to be waiting for me. And if I said anything, they would kill me. And then they were going to wait for me when I left.
When did you have, when did you have jury service, madam?
I don't know. It was many years ago.
Okay. Okay, all right, just take a couple deep breaths, take a couple deep breaths.
Okay, and I didn't tell him.
Hold on. Just take a couple deep breaths, okay? All right, just gather yourself together, just a second, okay? Mr. Smith, any questions, sir? Any questions on behalf of any individual defendant? May we excuse juror 1214 for hardship? Okay, madam, I'm gonna excuse you for hardship and wish you all the best, okay? You're welcome.
I can't thank you enough.
You're very welcome. Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
1215, Mr. Randolph?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just give her a moment, okay? Just hold off a second, Mr. Randolph. Just give me a minute.
Yes, Your Honor. You ready, Your Honor?
Not quite. Just give me a minute, okay? All right, thank you, sir.
The judge had to take a minute, y'all. That's a lot on a judge. It was like, oh Lord. He had to take a minute. That was a lot. See how long the judge took? He took like a few minutes to get the whole place regrouped. That was too much. Here's my question, y'all, to this. They just said that to her, right? They didn't. I guess, I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Randolph, I apologize. 1215, please. Thank you, sir.
Somebody's phone is ringing. Look at the judge looking over his glasses. Look.
All right, juror 1215, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right. Sir, you identified for hardship, or we identified you, and I believe the bases were self-employment, medical, and travel. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
All right. So what do you do for a living? We have a little bit of information about you. Are you a real estate agent and investor?
I'm a real estate agent and I'm also an investor. Yes.
And you are self-employed?
That's correct, sir.
All right. So do you work for a broker?
A broker holds my license. I'm an independent contractor. I don't receive any payroll or anything from them. Commissions.
You're strictly commissioned?
Correct, sir.
100%?
Yes.
And so do you sell houses? Is that part of it? Part of what you do to make a living?
Yes, 100%.
All right, and I take it that you buy some of these houses and flip them or sell them?
Yes, I have in the past.
Okay, so how much did we make last year doing this particular occupation or trade or endeavor?
My wife and I work together. We file jointly.
Don't need to know an exact amount, but just tell me how much you made last year. I don't report to the IRS or the state authorities.
I got you. I just don't want to misstate it.
Okay.
Our gross income was 147.
Okay, that's fine. Got a couple other questions for you.
Yes.
So I take it if you are out during the day looking for properties or either showing homes, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, do you have anybody else that works with you other than your wife?
We have a third team member who shares in the commissions, a realtor.
But if you're not there to show homes or otherwise look at homes, nothing gets done. Is that
Nothing
correct?
happens, correct.
All right. Can you tell me if you and your beloved own a home and have a mortgage?
We do. Both answers, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
Both are yes, Your Honor.
Yes, okay, all right. And do you have any extraordinary bills or other things that we ought to know about?
I have paid those down over the past few years, but
I understand.
my mortgage is medical bills and my mortgage are my two chief concerns at present.
Do you have any outstanding medical bills you're paying back every month?
I do not at this time.
Okay, all right. So it's just the mortgage and other associated expenses owning a home. Is that correct?
And current medical bills.
Okay.
I have an ongoing.
Do you have a car note or car insurance?
I have car insurance, sir.
Okay, all right. If I could ask, what do you and your beloved have in checking and savings?
In checking, we have about $25,000, but that is both our business and our personal.
Okay.
That we pay from one account.
Savings?
I have approximately $450,000 in savings, but that is also my retirement. I don't have any other retirement.
Okay. So would it be fair to say that if you were here for at least six months or greater, would you lose the ability to earn any income?
I would not be able to earn any income, and my wife's ability would be damaged as well because I do the marketing part of our.
Okay, all right. Would it be fair to say that you would have to spend some of this money that you have in your savings account to pay your ordinary and customary bills, your mortgage, and other expenses?
Yes, sir, and fixed business expenses that I would incur even though I'm.
How much your business expenses?
I pay $750 a month to my broker. And also I have ongoing licensing and education and advertising fees.
Okay, how much is the advertising?
I pay about $500 a month
in
advertising.
All right. So would it be fair to say that would any of these expenditures, or you not making any money, put you in financial peril? Or concern?
It would change my financial security in the future and damage me in the short term.
So would that change in your change your future, your finances? Would that prevent you from coming into the four walls of this courtroom and giving this case your undivided attention?
It would create a level of anxiety that would make me unable to fully
So you wouldn't be able to fully concentrate.
Yes, sir.
All right, would that also affect your ability to be fair and impartial, both to the state of Georgia as well as to each individual defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Smith, anything, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Anything on behalf of any individual defendant?
No, Your Honor.
May I excuse juror 1215 for hardship, counsels? All right, sir, I'm going to excuse you for hardship. Wish you the best, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. 1216, Mr. Randolph.
Yes, Your Honor.
Juror 1216, good morning, sir. Have a seat up here at the witness stand for me, please. Once you get there, pull your chair up as close as you can to the microphone. Speak directly in the microphone so we can all hear you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. All right, sir. 1216, you identified for hardship, and I believe that was based on financial and travel. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. I have a little bit of information about you, which is self-provided. You gave it to us. So is it my understanding that you are self-employed?
Yes, sir.
What do you do, sir?
I'm a personal trainer.
And how long have you been a personal trainer?
For about 25 years.
25 years. And how many clients do you have at this point in time, or active clients you have?
Probably about 20.
And tell us a little bit about how your day goes in terms of how do you meet your particular responsibilities as a personal trainer?
So I work out of a facility called Excellence in Exercise. It's up in Cobb County. I usually see my first client about 6:20 and work till about 5 o'clock. That facility also manages several other facilities that I either teach class at or have clients at that location as well.
All right, so between your teaching classes and these particular clients, is that how you fill your day?
Yes, sir.
It seems like you go from, you said 6:20 to 5 p.m.?
Usually before 5, probably about 4.
Okay. Can I ask you a couple other questions? Ordinarily none of my business. Do you own a home, have a mortgage?
I do.
And do you, other than the associated expenses with a mortgage and a home, do you have any other bills such as a car note or any other extraordinary bills I need to know about?
I have my life insurance, my medical insurance. I assist my father and my nephew with some bills.
So how much is our medical insurance and life insurance per month?
My life insurance is $180 a month, and my health insurance is $260 a month.
Okay, and how much in assistance are we providing to our father and relatives?
I give my dad about $300 every other week.
Okay, so about $600 a month?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and if I can ask, what's your mortgage?
My mortgage is $870, I believe.
Okay, and can I ask you, what did you make last year in terms of just gross income?
Jesus. I think it was around the neighborhood of 55 to 60,000.
Okay, and can I ask how much you make in savings, or how much you have in savings or checking?
My savings account currently is, well, my business, my business or my personal?
Just your savings and checking, or do you have your business? I don't really need to know.
Okay, the savings is, I think, including like 401k?
No, not including for this liquid.
Liquid is about $2,000.
Okay, and that's in your savings?
That's in my savings. My checking, I think, currently is at, I think, 1,600.
Okay. So would it be fair to say if you were here for 6 months that you wouldn't, that your business would kind of, you wouldn't have any more business.
I would not have any more.
Okay, all right. And would it be fair to say you'd have to spend whatever it is that you had in checking and savings to pay your mortgage and other customary expenses?
That would be correct.
Would that put you in financial peril or concern?
Yes, it would, sir.
Would that financial peril or concern prevent you from coming into the four walls of this courtroom and giving this case your undivided attention?
It would.
And would that also further prevent you from being fair and impartial both to the state of Georgia as well as to the individual defendants in this case?
I would hope it wouldn't, but I think it would.
All right. Mr. Smith, anything, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Anything on behalf of any individual defendant?
No.
May I excuse juror 1216 for hardship?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to excuse you for hardship and wish you all the best, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. 1216, Mr. Randolph.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1217.
Yes, Your Honor. Plus that comfort break.
Just for you? Okay, all right, okay. All right, we're gonna take, let's take, folks, we'll take 10 minutes, okay?
Yes,
All right, okay, all right, we're in recess, we'll recess in place. Everything? You got anything?
This part is boring. Hold on a second. Fast forward it a little bit. Fast forward it a little bit.
Thank you, sir. About you, and that is self-provided. You gave it to us. So go ahead and send you to lunch, and have you come back at 2:30. Hopefully that should give you enough time for you to have some lunch and your HR.
Hold on, y'all. Nothing else on this one. All right, let me go to the next one.
Our restroom is probably 15 feet from there. And I would tell you that we're going to take breaks on the hour, but would you be okay with then utilizing facilities if you had to?
I probably would.
You would? Okay.
I wouldn't want to make a mess up in here.
Oh, of course not. I mean, no. But would that put you close enough to the restroom that you'd be okay?
Yes, sir.
And if you need to take a break, you just raise your hand and we'll take a break.
Okay, fine.
Okay?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that the only thing that's causing you concern?
Yes, sir.
All right, well then, sir, I don't think there's anything else right now that we need to examine you on. So what I'll do is we'll probably have you call you back. It's probably going to be 6 to 8 weeks, maybe thereabouts. We'll ask you about the responses that you gave during the question in the questionnaire.
Yes,
We're not going to do that today. We'll do that sometime. Like I said, probably about 6 or 8 weeks from now. Do you remember that letter that we gave you with your unique juror number on it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. You need to
Hold on, y'all. Nothing else, y'all. It's over with.
Partridge. Waiting on one attorney, Judge. Waiting on one attorney. I think it's Partridge. There's all 11 present, unaccounted for. That's right.
Okay, folks, let me go ahead and just kind of tell you where we are. I'm sure that you probably have heard that we have an active shooter situation in the Midtown area that law enforcement and other entities are trying to contend with at this point in time. So given that, it would be prudent for us to recess for the day. So, Ms. Von Kels, can you go ahead and those particular individuals that are affected by that from 222 on down that we had scheduled for today, let's just see if we can't spread them out accordingly when we start doing the rest of our hardships. And, you know, if we run into an issue of space and time, we can certainly go into those dates and times after the 19th when we call in it's the 19th?
Yes.
And we call in group 7. So we can work that out, but you can just let them know that we have gone ahead and rescheduled them given everything that's going on this afternoon, okay?
Understood, thank you.
Okay, all right. So given that, councils, tomorrow's another day, the 4th of May, and we'll do the same thing as we did before. Ms. Von Kelch and her team will entertain those people who are coming in group 2 for hardships and questionnaires and then hardships. And then we will commence. Ms. Von Kelch, what do you think? Probably about 10:30 or thereabouts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we will be in session until I have a judges meeting tomorrow. It starts at 12:15. It usually lasts until about 2 o'clock, and then we'll reconvene and just get see where we are. As to how many people we can take up for hardship tomorrow. So that's our schedule for tomorrow, and then forecasting to Friday, Cinco de Mayo. There you go. All right. I have Veterans Court at 9 o'clock on Friday morning, and that should be finished around 10:30, thereabouts. We will again entertain group 3 from this particular group 3, or section 3 from groups. This will be group 6. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, councils, it is my intention that I have some other unrelated business, but we can probably commence.
No, he hasn't, Bonnie. He hasn't set the date yet.
Tomorrow, Friday will be a short work day. We'll probably work a couple hours, probably commencing around 3 o'clock and then leaving at 5 or thereabouts. So that's kind of our week schedule. And then on Friday, I will let you all know what our schedule is going to be from the 8th of May, Monday, through the 18th. I'll be able to talk with Ms. Von Kelch about how we will be scheduling accordingly those people for hardship during that particular period of time. And as you all well know, Group 7 will come in on the 19th. All right. What questions do you have of me, councils? Okay. All right. All right, folks. Thank you for your patience and for your understanding in regards to everything that goes on. Unless there's anything else, I will see you all tomorrow. Right around 10:30, just as a piece of housekeeping. Mr. Steele and Mr. Sharp, can I see you on unrelated business? And we will be checking or having a meeting with our sound technician tomorrow, Mr. Andoran, in regards to some of your concerns about potentially sound issues. So I'll do that at 10 o'clock or thereabouts in this courtroom before we get started tomorrow. All right, so we're in recess. See you all then, okay?
All right, that is it for that. That's what happened today, guys. Not much happened today, but you guys know the 2 attorneys have been severed, Adams and Mender. And so it looks like it's gonna be 2 more gonna be gone. So it's gonna be a total of, I guess, 9. Because remember our little Rod's attorney with the money situation. I don't know if she's gonna still be there. And then you got well, I don't think he's gonna be severed. If he doesn't want another attorney, then I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. But you remember also Merrick. Merrick wants to represent himself. They're supposed to be doing a psych evaluation on him. So hey, Bev. Do anybody have any questions? So don't forget that juror, the one that did all that cussing, that one is going to be having a contempt hearing on the 12th. That one I think is going to jail. I think that one's going to jail. At least we'll be able to hear what happened with that one. Oh, you're welcome, Bonnie. All right, guys, I'm about to hit the sack so I can get myself up in the morning. Because just because I slept doesn't mean that I don't need to sleep tonight. But anyway, you guys have an awesome night. Tomorrow we'll get back on track with the different readings. And I have something to show you guys. No, well, let me see if I have it here. Hold on a second. No, I don't want to mix the 2 things together. It's it has to do with the other case. But anyway, you guys, you have a great, great, great night. God bless you. Thank you for staying up with me. I'm going to bed now. Good night, everyone. Good morning, Bev. I'll see you guys later. Oh, I forgot to say something. You guys, remember the letters we were writing for R. Kelly to those different places? Well, one of my letters got returned. The Max Locks guy, I don't have it in front of me, but one of my letters got returned. So that means that it says return to sender. Oh, and the other thing I want to also say that it is rumors Mr. Kelly did not get jumped on, okay? And because people kept calling and harassing the place again, they shut his thing down. Good night, Wally. They shut his email down for a minute because people have been calling and not all facilities gonna take that stuff, guys. You gotta be very, very careful because people was calling the facilities trying to find out if he was jumping. Let me tell you something. If anything had happened to him, Jennifer would have said something by now, to us. Jennifer would have said something to us. Get what I'm saying? So guys, gotta calm down. Stop getting involved with the stuff and causing him issues. Y'all gotta stop that. Okay? Calm down. Be cool. All right? You guys have a good night. I'm gone for real this time. Bye.